Scrolling through social media, reading newspapers and magazines, or visiting popular websites exposes you to endless information about nutrition and health, and most of which is incorrect. We spoke to Dr. John Nderichu, a dietitian, about some of the most common diet myths. Honey and sweeteners are better alternatives to sugar.
So honey mainly is composed of fructose and sucrose, while sweeteners are of three categories. All those three are sweeteners because they give you the taste. But there are those sweeteners with no nutritional value, like what we know the sweeteners that like people with diabetes are using. Those are just to give you taste, but they have no nutritional value. So we can't compare one-on-one in terms of nutrition, but in terms of taste, they will give you that. If you really want to run away from sugar, don't go for alternatives. Okay, cut to a point whereby your body, you divorce your body from that sweet taste of food. Yeah. So it's not true at all.
All carbs are bad for you.
Carbohydrates are one of the three macronutrients, what we call the macronutrients. These are nutrients that our body requires. Carbs are starches that contains, they are mainly made up of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. So we have carbs in fruits, we have carbs in milk, we have carbs in the starches. So all carbs are not the same in the sense that some get digested very fast, others slowly, in terms of how fast they increase your sugar levels in the body. But the bad part of what we may be talking about is too much. When you take too much of any carbs, whether it's the good ones or what is be considered the bad, like the artificial ones, you end up gaining a lot of weight because when you eat carbs, they all turn into glucose. So what we need to do is select carbohydrates that are high in fiber. These are what we call the complex carbohydrates, and less of the refined one, that the sugars and the juices.
Diet sodas are better options than regular sodas.
This is more of a marketing tool than anything factual about that, because like I said with the sweetness, the Coca-Cola company or those diet drinks are there to replace those people who have been told not to take either Coke or Fanta, but they still want to enjoy that. So it's an alternative. They are made with the sweeteners which have no carbohydrates. They have no nutritional value. So it's just for enjoyment.
A fat-free diet is healthy.
If you have a complete fat-free diet, where are you going to get the fat-soluble vitamins like vitamin A, vitamin K, vitamin E? Even like cholesterol, when you talk about cholesterol has function in the body. Those are the fats that cushions our organs. So if you are on a fat-free diet, you end up having other nutritional deficiencies. So it's about what type of fat are you getting, more of the polysaturated than the saturated fat. So it's not true that a fat-free diet is healthy. It's not. It's the composition of which type of fats we should be looking at. Those that promote good cholesterol, like the HDL, the fat from like things like the groundnut, the avocados, the fish, other than the meat we get from the cows and the animal fat and the eggs. Yeah.